Hello and welcome. Today we will be speaking about inflammatory diseases and how is it that they can be cured by simple naturopathic principle. One such remedy is what I shall discuss with you today. Did you observe that just about 50 years ago, about half a decade ago, people would visit the physicians usually for infectious diseases or injury-like conditions or childbirth or some common ailments. That is not the case today. Today people visit the physicians mostly for inflammatory diseases or lifestyle disorders. It could be a cancer, it could even be a lifestyle issue like a diabetes. And this is so common like never before. People are falling sick more often than ever before. Our ancestors, parents, grandparents have lived their lives for about 80 years, 90 years, some of them have even crossed 100. But today, we are not able to cross a 66. Yes, that's the average lifespan of India today, which is far lesser than countries like Japan, United States of America, and so many more. So how is it that we can reduce the inflammation from our body? That's the topic for today. Let's begin. My name is Shweta Honagudi. I am a founder of Natural Wellness Community. I am corporate wellness trainer and also a holistic health educator. What causes this inflammation? This inflammation is basically because of certain free radicals existing in our body. By the way of some environmental pollutants or through consumption of bad food, bad oils or many other reasons, free radicals increase into our body. This could even be because of stress. Now, when these free radicals exist, they are free electrons which are unpaired and hence unstable. They damage our cells and in the process also damage our DNA. This process leads to a lot of inflammatory conditions into our body which can be prevented provided we follow a simple method called grounding. What does grounding do? Grounding simply means walking barefoot on the ground or on the grass or on the sand or on a beach or any natural substance. Being closer to the Mother Earth. When you walk on the Mother Earth, the electrons from Mother Earth pair up with the free electrons in our body and it becomes stable, thereby making sure that the damage to the cells or the damage to the DNA is greatly reduced. When this is reduced, inflammation reduces, and when inflammation reduces, it is the first step towards the self-healing potential of your own body. Let me give you a simple example. Now, if you go to a jungle or a forest, you see animals there who are walking barefoot. Do they wear shoes? No. So if at all there is any inflammation, if there is any free radicals in their body, it is automatically getting charged by the electrons from the Mother Earth on a daily basis. And hence, have you ever found an animal in the forest in its natural habitat with a lifestyle disorder? Have you found an animal with a cancer? That is not the case when they are in their natural habitat, walking bare feet on the ground. But the same animals are brought into our houses as pets. They have certain lifestyle issues, they get sick more often than before, and it is very common to the human conditions today as well. Whenever there is pain, it means that there is inflammation. If there is no inflammation, there will be no pain. This inflammation is causing the pain, and this pain is an indication that the body is giving you, almost in the sense that creating a fire internally. Well, it's not literal fire, but like a fire, it gives you an indication that I need attention here, please, I need recovery. When you do grounding in such a case, whenever there is inflammation and you do grounding, it is like putting water on the fire. When you put water on the fire douses off. When you do grounding, the pain is relieved, the cortisol is reduced, the inflammation is reduced, the free electrons are paired, we reach to the state of homeostasis. Our immune system also gets activated. Now, whenever there is a pathogen inside our body, our immune system rises to help. It rises up through WBCs, which is your white blood cells, particularly the neutrophils. The neutrophils get a signal that there is a pathogen. Because of this signal, they get attracted towards it. They open up, engulf it, and in a very normal, simple language, that's how they engulf it and finish it for you. What is it that attracts this neutrophil towards that pathogen? It is some sort of electrical signal, isn't it? That electrical signal means that there is energy in this body. You and me are pure energy. And when we do grounding, the sympathetic nervous system is balanced and the electrical potential of our red blood cells increases. This came out through a study that when you do grounding, your electrical potential of your red blood cells increases, thereby having a direct relation to your immune system and hence healing us from a number of inflammatory conditions. It may also help us in a number of heart conditions, because when you do grounding, the blood becomes less thicker, and when it is less thicker, it is able to flow well and hence reduces blockages and thereby removing risk of a variety of heart conditions or even healing us from various heart conditions. You may have seen in our mythology or in our ancient texts, we have always seen that our ancestors used to wear paduka, which is the wooden shoes that they would wear. And when they would walk over it, the grounding would still happen because it is not a synthetic material, it is a natural material, and hence the grounding effects were experienced by them. Soon, these wooden padukas were replaced with leather. Now, leather was not affordable by everybody, and hence the poor were still walking bare feet. But leather was also a natural material, and hence the effects of grounding were experienced. Over a period of time, to make it more affordable to everyone, we came up with the rubber material and soon the synthetic plastics. Now this acts as a big barrier between us and the Mother Earth, which does not help us intake those electrons from the earth, and hence our inflammatory conditions only continue to rise. Now do you see a reason why we should avoid wearing heels? Because the barrier is even greater when you wear heels. I urge each one of you to experience grounding at least for 5 minutes in a day. Now if you would say that we live in apartments and we do not have the luxury of having a garden around us or sand around us on a beach, then walk up to your basement. Because when you are in an apartment and you're walking down to your basement has a concrete flooring, but it does not have the water barrier, and you will still get to experience the effects of grounding. I hope this was useful. Please like, share and subscribe if you have loved the content. I would love to hear from you in your comments and personally reply to each one of them. Till we meet again in another video, Namaste.